Its decaying walls bear witness to a history of neglect, abuse, and restless spirits. Join me now as we step into the chilling embrace of this accursed place, where the veil between the living and the dead is paper-thin. Brace yourself for the horrors that await as we unlock the secrets of Letchworth Village, in a journey that will defy explanation and awaken your darkest fears. Welcome to the realm of shadows, where the tales of the asylum unfold. Deep within the shadows of Rockland County, New York, nestled in the eerie hamlet of Thiels, lies the wretched remains of Letchworth Village. A haunting abode that once harbored the forsaken souls of the physically and mentally disabled, from the innocent babes to the withered elders. Unveiled to the world in the year 1911, Letchworth Village's sprawling domain, spanning countless acres, boasted an unsettling ensemble of more than 130 ghastly edifices. A tribute to the enigmatic William Pryor Letchworth, an advocate of radical reform in the realm of derangement, epilepsy, and impoverished youth. However, behind its grand facade lurked a dark, unholy secret, whispered through the ages. Whispers of neglected cries and the unquenchable thirst for suffering. Since the dawn of the 1920s, the sinister whispers grew louder, tainted with tales of waning resources and callous disregard for those within its walls. The chronicles spoke of the vulnerable residents, stripped of their garments, forsaken by the cleansing touch of water, left to wither away in the clutches of neglect. But the horror did not end there. Within the labyrinthine corridors of this malevolent institution, a noxious aura of cruelty pervaded. Shadows whispered tales of the unspeakable torment inflicted upon the residents, their cries swallowed by the maw of darkness. Even the caretakers, their souls battered and broken, became victims to the relentless cycle of abuse, subjected to abominable acts of violation. A symphony of suffering conducted by the very hands meant to protect. Yet, it was not until the year 1972 that the sinister legacy of Letchworth Village clawed its way into the public's consciousness. Geraldo Rivera, a mere mortal daring to uncover the truth, thrust this maleficent dwelling into the national spotlight, exposing its ghastly secrets to an unsuspecting world. In the year 1996, a shroud of finality descended upon the cursed grounds, as Letchworth Village was condemned to eternal silence. The lingering remnants of its malevolence lay abandoned, their decaying shells sinking into the embrace of irreversible decay. But, like moths to a morbid flame, the curious and the intrepid are drawn to these haunted ruins. A macabre pilgrimage undertaken by ghost hunters, seeking to unlock the restless spirits that dwell within, forever trapped in the twisted web of Letchworth Village's unholy past. Trepidation hung heavy in the air as my friends and I stood before the foreboding building, its facade concealing secrets best left undisturbed. Moans and screams, tormented echoes, clawed their way from the depths of the basements and the forgotten corners of the nearby structures, freezing us in our tracks. Doors slammed shut with bone-chilling force, accompanied by the haunting symphony of fallen furniture. Each nerve in our bodies screamed for retreat, warning us against the impending horrors lurking within. But curiosity gnawed at our resolve, taunting us with the enigma that lay hidden inside those walls. Determined to unearth the truth, we devised a plan. We would deploy a drone, a mechanical sentinel, to venture into the heart of the sinister edifice. It seemed like a prudent choice, an opportunity to capture a glimpse, or perhaps even a record, of the forbidden interior. With trepidation etched across our faces, we assembled outside the building. The darkness within swallowed any semblance of light, leaving us to rely on our feeble hopes. Armed with our smartphones, we connected the drone. As the drone hovered in anticipation, I stood beside the entrance, the portal to an unknown realm. Peering into the small screen of my phone, we marveled at the eerie scene before us. A sinister blot, reminiscent of a pool of blood, stained the floor, captivating our attention. Driven by an insatiable desire for answers, I maneuvered the drone closer, attempting to capture a clearer image. But as the distance between the drone and me reached about 20 feet, an inexplicable disruption severed our connection. The connection with the drone was in and out, teasing us with flickers of hope. Then, without warning, the drone began programmed return to its home point, as if fleeing from the malevolent forces that dwelled within. In a brief moment of re-established contact, a surge of defiance coursed through me. Despite the strange events unfolding, I resolved to salvage what I could. I wrestled with the controls, attempting to guide the drone out of the broken door's window, back into our grasp. And then it happened. As if possessed by some unseen malevolence, the drone defied my commands. It accelerated with alarming velocity, veering abruptly to the left, crashing into a column before crashing to the ground. Shock and confusion gripped us as we stared at the fallen device, its disarray mirroring our own bewildered state. The inconceivable had occurred. A drone, a mere machine, had acted with a will of its own, disregarding the laws of logic and control. The scratch on its frame bore witness to a force far greater than our comprehension, leaving us to ponder the malevolent presence that had interwoven its tendrils into our technological companion. Gathering our shaken selves, we retreated from the sinister building, haunted by the enigma that had shattered our illusions of control. The mysteries held within those walls remained, teasing our imaginations, forever entangled with the unsettling encounter that defied reason and toyed with our fears. The tale of the drone was merely the beginning, for an inexplicable force had ensnared my heart, drawing me inexorably back to the forsaken asylum. Something whispered in the shadows, compelling me to return time and time again. Unable to resist its eerie allure, I shared the story with another group of friends, enthralling them with the desire to experience it for themselves. We agreed to embark on this enigmatic journey the following weekend. But fate had other plans in store. As the day approached, misfortune befell me. My car, stricken by a sudden malady, succumbed to a broken-down state. Desperate for transport, I sought assistance from my friends. Some lacked vehicles of their own, and one didn't really want to drive to the asylum and expected to share the ride with someone. There remained a solitary option. A girl residing in a distant borough offered to take me, but the journey would entail a grueling subway ride of 1.5 hours to reach her. Although a part of me yearned to go, an internal voice screamed, warning that such complications were not to be trifled with. It whispered, urging me to reconsider, insisting that this time, it was not meant to be. Reluctantly, I informed my friends of my unfortunate change of plans, sharing the unsettling emotions that had overtaken me. I wished them well and implored them to capture the essence of their experience through photographs. As the designated day arrived, my friends began sharing pictures of their venture. Moments ticked by, and then, abruptly, the flow of images ceased. Initially, I paid it no mind, knowing full well how the mystifying asylum had a way of distorting one's sense of time. Oblivious to the foreboding undercurrent, I minded my own business, patiently awaiting my friend's arrival that evening to retrieve my repaired laptop. However, as the clock struck 6 in the evening, a wave of unease washed over me. Concern grew like an ominous shadow. My friend's call shattered the silence, his voice laced with trembling apprehension. He promised to deliver my laptop within half an hour. Descending the stairs to meet him, terror gripped me as I beheld his countenance. I implored him for answers, but he simply shook his head, conveying a wordless understanding of the horrors he had witnessed. Desperate for the truth, I persisted in my questioning until, at last, he succumbed, his words dripping with chilling resonance. "Your intuition was uncanny," he murmured. "You were right. You were not meant to set foot in that place." The hairs on the back of my neck bristled in anticipation as he slowly revealed the harrowing events that unfolded. The innocent excursion to this enigmatic locale had transformed into a nightmare of macabre proportions. Lost in the labyrinthine depths of the asylum, my friends ventured upon a section previously unknown to me. Ascending the rooftop of one of the buildings, they were greeted by a breathtaking view of verdant forests and majestic mountains. Laughter and delight filled the air as they aimed to capture the perfect photographs. But amidst the revelry, horror struck with a sinister hand. One of my friends, accompanied by her son and loyal canine companion, noticed a sudden absence. Their beloved dog, a loyal and unsuspecting soul, had leaped from the roof, plummeting to the ground below. The chilling silence was pierced by the absence of its landing or cries of anguish. None had witnessed the event, none understood the force that compelled the dog to its untimely demise. Hastily descending, they discovered the injured creature, still clinging to life. Urgency propelled them to the nearest veterinary hospital, but within moments, the poor creature succumbed to its injuries. The weight of grief settled upon them all, especially the child who had lost his cherished companion. Whispers carried on the wind revealed that this accursed asylum demanded sacrifices, and this time, it had claimed the life of an innocent pet. But there was an unspoken understanding among my friends, a realization that the next offering could be human. Unanimously, they swore an oath to never again set foot within the cursed grounds of that forsaken place. As we come to the end of our spine-tingling journey through the haunting corridors of Letchworth Village, we hope that you found yourself both fascinated and chilled by the eerie tales that unfolded before your eyes. We appreciate you joining us on this eerie adventure, and we hope that it has left you with a lingering sense of mystery. If you enjoyed the chilling tales and want to experience more bone-chilling content, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and remember, the shadows may hold secrets that dare not be revealed.